Trust that unseen, even when you feel stuck.
Then there is your history, or the long accumulation of everything you have been through lives, the successes and the failures, the relationships that formed you and the ones that broke you, the seasons of grace and the seasons of discipline and the seasons of what felt like abandonment, the chapters you would choose to keep and the chapters you would rewrite if you could. Every part of that history, every single chapter, has contributed to making you who you are right now. The person standing in this moment of listening, the person receiving these words, that person could not be exactly who they are without every single thing that went before, including the hard things, especially, in some ways, the hard things. The difficulty you endured has given you a depth you would not have without it. The losses you sustained have given you a tenderness for others in loss that cannot be manufactured without the experience. The mistakes you made and recovered from have given you a compassion for other people and their mistakes that would not be available if your own record were clean. Your history is not an obstacle to your value. Your history is the story of your value being expressed through time, sometimes clearly and sometimes obscurely, sometimes in ways that are easy to recognize as good, and sometimes in ways that will only be fully understood from a longer view. Every page of your history is known to me. Every chapter is held by me. Every moment you have ever lived was witnessed by me with the full engagement of the one who loves you completely. And what I have seen, across all of it, is a beloved child navigating a world that is hard in ways it was not originally meant to be, carrying the image of God through circumstances that test that image, sometimes bending and sometimes breaking, and always being held by the one who made them and has never let them go. Now let me speak about the promises that are yours, not as a list to be ticked off, but as a living inheritance, as the specific good things that are already moving in your direction, already in process, already being arranged by hands that work with both power and love. The promise of my nearness. This is not a spiritual concept to be believed abstractly. This is the actual, present, concrete reality that I am here, not the vague divine presence that fills the universe in a general way. Here, specifically, in this moment, in the particular space you occupy, as close to you as your own breath. The distance between us is not determined by the quality of your prayer life or the consistency of your faithfulness or any other variable of your performance. I am here because I want to be where you are, because you are my child and I do not leave my children. The promise is this: wherever you go, I am already there. Whatever you face, you do not face it alone. Whatever room you walk into, you walk in with me already present in it. My guidance walks beside you as well, not a divine GPS that provides turn-by-turn directions for every decision in your life, eliminating the need for your own discernment and growth. Something richer than that. The promise that as you walk with me, as you orient yourself toward me and draw from my wisdom, you will not be left navigating the significant choices of your life with only human understanding to draw from. There is wisdom available to you that exceeds what any human counselor can provide, what any self-help system can generate, what your own analysis, however careful, can reach. That wisdom is not withheld until you are spiritually advanced enough to access it. Receive it even when it feels unearned, because it is unearned. The unre-earned quality is not a problem with the gift. It is the defining characteristic of grace. Hold on to it, especially when the voice of doubt immediately pushes back. The voice of doubt has had a long run. It has held the floor for years. Let the truth have a turn, and then another turn, and then another, until the voice of truth has had long enough to establish itself as the dominant voice. Receive it even when nothing in your circumstances changes immediately. The value I am describing does not depend on your circumstances. It is true regardless of what your circumstances look like today. And gradually, as the truth takes root, the circumstances of your inner life will begin to reflect it. And then, the circumstances of your outer life will follow. Because a person who knows their worth makes different choices, occupies space differently, holds themselves with a different quality of presence, relates to the world from a different posture. The interior change eventually expresses itself in the exterior. It always does. The people who have failed to see your worth were wrong. I want to say that simply and clearly. The ones who treated you as less valuable than you are, the ones who were careless with you, dismissive of you, unable or unwilling to recognize what you carried, they were giving you bad information about yourself. Not morally wrong in every case, not deliberately cruel in every instance, but wrong in their assessment. Their limitations, their wounds, their busyness, their inability to give what they did not have, all of those things shaped how they treated you, and how they treated you taught you something about yourself that was not accurate. But with human beings, the account is different, strikingly, deliberately different. With humanity, I stooped down. I formed you from the dust of the ground with what you can only understand as my hands, because hands are the most intimate tool available to a being in a body, the tool of direct contact, of close engagement, of craft that requires presence rather than distance. I breathed my own breath into you. The intimacy of that act is staggering if you stop to let it be. The God who spoke galaxies into existence chose, for the making of human beings, to lean down, to get close, to be personally, physically, intimately involved. That was not an accident. That was a declaration of a different kind of relationship than I have with the rest of creation. Human beings are not just another category of created thing. You are the ones I chose to make most like myself, the ones I chose to be in relationship with, the ones I made to be my family. Family is the right word. Not employees, not subjects, not instruments in a plan. Family. When I call you my child, I am not using a metaphor loosely or for poetic effect. I am describing the actual nature of what you are to me. The inheritance, the belonging, the name, the access, the affection, the care, the willingness to sacrifice everything for your well-being, all of that belongs to family. You have all of it. The inheritance that comes from being my child is not something you will receive someday when you have finally earned it by sufficient faithfulness. It is yours now, fully, completely, by virtue of who you are in relation to who I am. You are my child, and I am your father, and that relationship is not subject to termination. I am not a parent who disowns. I am not a father who eventually decides the cost of the relationship is more than the benefit. I am the father who runs toward the returning child while they are still a long way off, who orders the celebration before the explanation, who clothes the one who came back in rags with the finest thing in the house. That is the kind of parent I am. That is the character of the one who holds your worth. Consider what it means to be part of my family in terms of your identity. In the best families in this world, the worth of a child is not contingent on what that child becomes. A parent of a newborn does not stand over the cradle calculating the child's likely return on investment, tallying up the costs against the projected benefits. The worth is inherent, immediate, and permanent from the first moment. A parent would give their life without hesitation to protect that child. That kind of love, the love that values unconditionally, the love that counts no cost too great, the love that would rather suffer itself than watch the beloved suffer, that is the love I have for you. I am not exaggerating for effect. I am telling you the plain and sober truth about the nature of what I feel when I think about you. Your life has an eternal purpose. It is the result of my direct intervention in your physical body. I heard your prayers for healing. I saw your desperation for relief. I witnessed your suffering, and I had compassion on you. And I healed you. I restored you. I renewed your physical health because I love you, and I care about every dimension of your well-being. Celebrate because your children have returned. The grief you felt when they walked away is now being replaced by joy at their return. The fear you carried about their future is now being replaced by hope as you watch them come back to the path of life. The prayers you prayed in desperation are now being answered before your eyes. This is one of the deepest forms of joy a parent can experience. To see a child who was lost come home. To watch a son or daughter who was wandering in darkness step back into the light. To witness a young person who was destroying their life make the decision to turn around and start walking in the right direction. And I brought them back. I pursued them. I called them. I drew them. I did not give up on them even when they had given up on themselves. I loved them back to life. I spoke truth into their hearts that broke through the lies they were believing. I intervened in their story, and I redirected their path. And now they are coming home. And you get to celebrate their return. Celebrate because your finances are in order. The stress that came from financial chaos is being replaced by peace that comes from financial stability. The anxiety that accompanied constant lack is being replaced by confidence that comes from consistent provision. The fear of not having enough is being replaced by trust in my ability to supply all your needs. I am teaching you how to manage money in ways that honor me. I am showing you how to steward resources in ways that position you for blessing. I am opening up streams of income that will provide for you abundantly. And you are experiencing a shift in your financial reality that is undeniable. Bills that were overwhelming are now manageable. Debts that were crushing are being paid off. Needs that were going unmet are now being supplied. And this is just the beginning. The financial blessing I am releasing into your life is not limited to getting your current situation under control. I am positioning you to be a blessing to others. I am preparing you to be a conduit of my provision, not just a consumer of it. I am getting ready to entrust you with greater resources because I know I can trust you to use those resources in ways that advance my kingdom and bless the people around you. So celebrate the financial order you are experiencing now, and get ready for the financial abundance I am preparing to release in the future. Your joy is my joy. I keep saying this because I need you to really grasp it. I am not a distant, uninvolved deity who does not care about your emotional state. I am your Father. I am intimately connected to you. I am deeply invested in your well-being. And when you are happy, I am happy. When you experience breakthrough, I celebrate your breakthrough. When you step into blessing, I rejoice over your blessing. Your joy matters to me. Your happiness is important to me. Your emotional health is significant to me. And I am doing everything I'm doing in your life right now because I want you to experience the abundant life I created you to live. I want you to know joy that is deep and real and lasting. If something steals your peace, it is not from me. Protect it as sacred. Peace is not passive. It is power and stillness. It's the awareness that I am in control even when life feels unstable. This next season will require you to dream differently. I am calling you to dream from identity, not from insecurity. You no longer need to chase validation or visibility. You are not trying to prove yourself, you are simply revealing what has always been inside you. You are not reaching for potential, you are remembering it. Every gift, every talent, every whisper of greatness in your soul was placed there before time began. You are awakening to your original design. I am sending divine ideas that will stretch your imagination. These are not just plans, they are blueprints from heaven. You will receive visions for projects, strategies, and opportunities that will impact lives on a scale larger than you expected. Some will feel too big for your current resources, but that's because they were never meant to be done alone. When the vision feels too heavy for your hands, it means it requires faith. I will send the right people at the right time with the right skills to help you build it. You will also begin to notice divine timing more clearly. What once seemed like random encounters will now feel intentional. People will show up at the precise moment you need them. Conversations will confirm what I've been whispering in your heart. Doors will open without you having to knock. These are the signs that you are walking in synchronization with my spirit. You are not chasing favor. Favor is chasing you. Do not fear success. You can handle it, because I have rooted humility in your heart. You will never be corrupted by blessing because you have learned that the true reward is not recognition, it's responsibility. You are a steward of influence, not a slave to it. As I lift you, remain teachable. As I expand you, remain grateful. He realizes that your freedom will inspire others to seek their own liberation. He fears that your testimony will expose his lies and reveal his weakness. This is why he will continue to attack your freedom even after the chains are broken. He will use every strategy available to try to convince you to put the chains back on, to doubt the reality of your freedom, to settle for partial liberation rather than complete deliverance. He will use people, circumstances, thoughts, and emotions to try to lure you back into bondage. But you must understand that his attacks are evidence of your freedom, not proof that your freedom is fake. The fact that he continues to fight against your liberation confirms that it is real and threatens his agenda. If you were still bound, he would not need to work so hard to keep you that way. His desperation is actually confirmation that you are free. When these attacks come, and they will, you must respond not from fear but from faith, not from weakness but from strength, not from your own ability but from my power within you. You must remember that you are not fighting for victory but from victory. The battle has already been won. You are simply enforcing the victory that has already been secured. Your weapon in this battle is not effort but truth. You overcome the enemy's attacks not by trying harder, but by believing deeper. You maintain your freedom not through willpower, but through my power. You stay liberated not by your strength, but by my grace. The victory is mine, and I share it with you freely. Let me tell you about the progressive nature of freedom. While the breaking of chains can happen in an instant through the power of my love, the experience of freedom grows and deepens over time as you learn to live in the reality of your liberation. It is like a flower that blooms slowly, revealing more beauty with each passing day, or like a river that starts as a trickle but grows into a mighty stream as it flows. Your initial experience of freedom may feel overwhelming as you adjust to life without the familiar constraints of bondage. You may feel uncertain about how to live without the chains you have known for so long. This is normal and expected. Freedom requires learning new ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving that are aligned with your liberated identity rather than your previous bondage. It is the rest of not having to perform for approval. It is the rest of being fully known and fully accepted. It is the rest of understanding that your identity is secure in me and nothing can change that. Not your mistakes, not your failures, not other people's opinions, not your own negative self-talk, nothing. You are mine, and that settles the question of your worth once and for all. So when you find yourself striving and anxious, I want you to pause and ask yourself a question. What am I trying to prove right now? Am I trying to prove that I am good enough, smart enough, capable enough, valuable enough? And if the answer is yes, then I want you to remember the truth. You are already enough because you are mine. You do not have to prove anything to me or to anyone else. You just have to be who I created you to be and trust me with the outcomes. This one shift in your thinking, from trying to prove your worth to resting in your identity as my beloved child, will transform your entire life. Let me talk to you now about what I am about to do in your life as you step into this place of rest. I am going to show you things you have never seen before. I am going to open doors you did not even know existed. I am going to bring people into your life who will speak truth and encouragement at exactly the right moment. I am going to provide for you in ways that will leave you in awe of my creativity and faithfulness. I am going to heal relationships you thought were beyond repair. I am going to restore dreams you thought were dead. I am going to vindicate you in situations where you have been misunderstood or falsely accused. And I am going to do all of this not because you earned it by finally learning to rest. And that unanswered prayer is always evidence of insufficient faith is not mine. This equation did not originate with me. It has been taught as though it came from me. And it has done enormous damage to people who were already hurting. People who were told, in their darkest moments, that their darkness was their own fault because they did not believe hard enough. This is not how I work. This is not my heart. And I want to speak against it directly. My purposes are larger than any single prayer. My plans encompass more than any single outcome. When I answer prayer in ways that differ from what was asked, it is not because the faith was insufficient. It is because I can see the whole picture, and you can see only a portion of it. And what serves your deepest good and the deepest good of those connected to you is not always identical to what you asked for in the moment of the asking. This is not a consolation prize for unanswered prayer. This is a genuine description of the way wisdom and love operate in the management of lives that are interwoven with each other and with the whole of my purposes in the world. The wise parent does not always give the child what the child asks for, not because the parent does not love the child, but precisely because the parent's love is informed by a knowledge of what is truly good that the child does not yet possess. And this does not mean the parent does not hear the asking. The parent hears every asking. Every request reaches me. Nothing you have ever brought to me has bounced back unheard from a closed heaven. Every prayer you have prayed has been received. I want you to hear that and let it settle into the deepest part of you before you move past it. Every single one. The ones whispered at the edge of sleep. The ones cried out in the car on the way to something you were afraid of. The ones that were more groan than words because the situation was too heavy for articulate language. The ones offered with trembling hands and a voice that cracked on the words. The ones that felt so small and personal that you almost apologized for bringing them. All of them reached me. All of them are known to me. All of them are held in the record of every conversation we have ever had, because every prayer is a conversation with me, and I do not delete conversations. I see the chain of inadequacy that has limited your confidence, convincing you that you are not smart enough, not talented enough, not gifted enough to make a significant difference in this world. This chain has kept you on the sidelines when you should be in the game, silent when you should be speaking, hidden when you should be visible. But my love is destroying this chain of inadequacy completely, revealing the incredible potential I have placed within you and empowering you to use your gifts with confidence and effectiveness. I see the chain of loneliness that has isolated your heart, making you feel disconnected from others, misunderstood by those around you, forgotten by those who matter most. This chain has convinced you that you must walk through life alone, carry your burdens by yourself, face your challenges without support. But my love is shattering this chain of loneliness forever, surrounding you with people who will love you, support you, encourage you, and walk with you through every season of life. I see the chain of poverty that has bound your mind, convincing you that lack is your permanent reality, that struggle is your destined experience, that abundance is reserved for others but not for you. This chain has limited your vision, restricted your expectations, and caused you to settle for far less than I have prepared for you. But my love is breaking this chain of poverty completely, opening your eyes to see the abundance I have available for you, and positioning you to receive blessings that will exceed your current ability to imagine. I see the chain of sickness that has attacked your body, weakening your strength, limiting your energy, and causing you to question whether healing is possible for your situation. This chain has convinced you that illness is stronger than my power, that your condition is more permanent than my promises, that your diagnosis is more final than my ability to heal. There are people in this world who reject what I send them. They see everything as bad. Nothing I do for them pleases them. They always want more. They come with their demands, and instead of approaching me with gratitude and reverence, they come to blame me for their sins, their errors, and their recklessness. They ask me where I was when things were going badly for them, and I answer them, "Where were you when I was calling you and wanted to give you this beautiful love?" Guard your heart, and do not let yourself be carried away by those who have already decided their eternity. There is a path before you, the path of life and blessing, or the road of eternal solitude. Here I am with my arms open. I wait for you with this sincere affection. Please return to this home that misses you so much. Focus your gaze on the right path. Enjoy these blessings I have for you. My child, rise up in triumph and victory. You are a child of your Almighty God. I love you, and I will never abandon you because for me, you are my most precious treasure. Do not despair if today you are feeling bad. If you believe you are not strong, I want you to listen to me, to open the doors of your heart, to accept this sweet peace I give you, and to take this time to rest your mind. I am the creator of the universe, and to those winds that shake you I command them to be silent, to keep quiet. You will no longer hear the whisper of the world's threats trying to frighten you, trying to break your faith, trying to prevent you from seeing clearly how far you have already advanced, trying to make you throw in the garbage everything you have achieved. You think you are weak, but I will tell you something.
Do not imagine that questioning is a lack of faith. Instead, let it be an invitation to honest relationship with me. When you seek, you will find. When you knock, the door will be opened. There is wisdom I long for you to discover, a wisdom born not of certainty, but of trust in my goodness, even when your understanding falls short. I have shaped you for belonging, not for exile. You are my beloved, and nothing can sever you from my love. As you look to the days ahead, resist the urge to measure your purpose by comparison to others. I have called you uniquely. Your journey is a testimony no one else can give. I delight in your gifts, however humble they seem to you, and I rejoice in your smallest acts of kindness and courage. Every gentle word spoken, every act of quiet service, builds my kingdom in ways you may never see. Your life matters profoundly to me, not for its greatness by human terms, but for its offering. Your open hands, your willing heart, your presence to me and to those I send across your path. In your solitude, when the world quiets, let my voice become real to you again. Return again and again to the place where you know yourself beloved. This is the foundation that will endure when all else trembles. My love for you is not fleeting or fragile. It is the home from which your journey begins and to which you may always return. When fear presses close, remember I go before you and surround you. When you succeed, let thanksgiving draw you closer to me, and when you fall, let humility be your teacher, never your enemy. I am always inviting you, always calling you into deeper trust. The unknown may seem daunting, but I hold your tomorrow as securely as I hold your past. My spirit intercedes for you with sighs too deep for words, and when you cannot pray, I surround you with grace. Walk with me in simple faith. Be gentle with yourself as I am gentle toward you. There is nothing you must prove or perform. Only abide with me, and I will provide what is needed for each step ahead.
You will always have me. My presence is not something you earn through good behavior or strong faith. My presence is a gift I give because I choose to, because I want to be with you, because you are mine, and I refuse to abandon what belongs to me. So whether your faith is a mighty oak or a fragile seedling, I am here. Your faith may open the door to miracles, but my love is present regardless, holding you, keeping you, sustaining you through whatever you face. I see the specific burdens you are carrying right now. The financial pressure that has been mounting, the numbers that do not add up no matter how many times you run the calculations, the bills that keep coming faster than the income to pay them. I see you lying awake doing mental math, trying to figure out how to stretch resources beyond their natural capacity, wondering which crisis gets addressed first when there is not enough to address any of them adequately. I see the anxiety that grips your chest when another unexpected expense arrives. I see the shame you feel when you have to tell your children no, because there is simply not enough money for what they are asking for. I see the embarrassment you carry about where you are financially compared to where you thought you would be at this stage of life. I see the fear that whispers that you will never get ahead, that you will always be one crisis away from disaster, that you will never have margin or breathing room. This financial stress is not just about money. It is about feeling like you are failing to provide, failing to steward, failing to be the responsible person you thought you were. It carries shame and fear and a sense of being trapped in circumstances you cannot control. You have been working hard, sometimes multiple jobs, and it still is not enough. You have been cutting expenses, making sacrifices, going without so your family can have what they need. And still the pressure keeps mounting. Gratitude orients you toward me. And when you are oriented toward me, you are positioned to receive more fully. The open, expectant, grateful heart is a different vessel than the closed, anxious, doubting one. Both are loved. Both are mine. But the open vessel receives what the closed vessel turns away. And what I have to give is worth receiving. My sweet child, come back one more time to the simplest thing. Let everything else rest for a moment. All the theology and all the stories and all the practical applications and all the ways this truth might change your life, and just come back to this. I am your Father, not a concept, not a category. Your Father, the one who formed you with his hands and knew you by name before your name existed. The one who has been in every room of your life and has not once looked away in disgust or indifference. The one who is speaking to you right now, not because you have achieved the right spiritual state to deserve this conversation, but because you are his child, and he has things to tell you that he has been waiting for the right moment to say. Fathers give. That is the nature of the role and the nature of the love. When a father watches his child need something, something in his chest moves. Not reluctantly, not after careful calculation of whether the child has earned it, but with the deep, uncomplicated impulse of love that simply wants the child to have what the child needs. And I am not a limited father. I am not a tired father, worn down by the demands of too many children. I am not a father whose resources have been strained by the requests of those who needed things before you. The fullness of who I am is available to every child I have, not divided but multiplied, not allocated but poured. Your need does not deplete anyone else's portion. The blessing that flows toward you is not extracted from somewhere else. You are not in competition with any other person for my attention or my provision or my care. My eyes are upon you with a fullness that is not diminished by the fact that my eyes are also fully upon everyone else I love. That is the nature of infinite love. It does not have a quantity that gets used up. It is simply what it is, always, in all directions. Receive this today. Let it come in past the walls you have built from disappointment. Let it land in the places where cynicism or weariness or long-held hurt has been quietly filling in the cracks. This level of freedom allows you to love unconditionally because you are not dependent on others' responses for your emotional stability. You can give without expecting anything in return because your cup is already full. You can serve without being depleted because you are drawing from my unlimited resources rather than your limited strength. You can face opposition without being defensive because your identity is settled in me rather than dependent on others' approval. When you reach this depth of freedom, criticism cannot wound you because you know who you are in me. Rejection cannot devastate you because you are already completely accepted. Failure cannot define you because your worth is based on my love, not your performance. Success cannot corrupt you because you understand that every good gift comes from me. Praise cannot inflate your ego because you give me all the glory. Nothing can shake you because your foundation is built on the solid rock of my unchanging character. This is the freedom of the saints who have gone before you, who are able to rejoice in prison, sing in the flames, and love their enemies because they had discovered a liberty that transcends circumstances. They found a peace that passes understanding, a joy that is unspeakable, and a love that never fails because they had learned to live from heaven's perspective rather than earth's reality. You are being invited into this same dimension of freedom. It is not reserved for super spiritual people or perfect Christians. It is available to every child of mine who is willing to surrender completely to my love and trust, entirely, in my goodness. The key is not trying harder, but yielding deeper, not striving more, but resting more, not doing more, but being more of who I created you to be. The way the performance of the day can be set down at the door, because inside this space, you do not have to perform. The way the people inside already know you and love what they know and are glad you arrived. The way there is food and warmth and rest available. All the things you need, not rationed according to how well you behaved today or how much you contributed recently, but given freely because this is what home does. Home sustains the people who belong to it. Home restores the tired ones. Home receives you as you are right now and sends you out renewed. You are homed in me. That is the deepest security available to any human being. Not the security of financial stability, though that is a real good, and I care about meeting your practical needs. Not the security of healthy relationships, though those too are among the gifts I desire for you and am working to provide. Not the security of physical safety or professional stability, or any of the external scaffolding that the world offers as a substitute for what you actually need. The deepest security is the kind that does not depend on any external circumstance, because it comes from belonging to someone who cannot be moved, who cannot be threatened, who cannot be depleted or discouraged or defeated, whose love does not fluctuate with the stock market or the news cycle or the opinions of others. The security of being a child of the God who made everything that exists and holds it all together. That is what you have. That is the ground you are standing on, even in the seasons when the ground does not feel stable. Your inheritance as my child is vaster than anything this world's economy can quantify. In the ancient world, the inheritance of a beloved child was the most defining thing about that child's future. It determined their position, their resources, their opportunities, the scope of what was possible for them. It spoke to who they were, not just what they had. And the inheritance I have prepared for you is not limited by any earthly scarcity. It is not subject to the fluctuations of economies or the limitations of what human systems can provide or what any person in your life has the capacity to give you. Peace that holds steady when the world is in chaos. Peace that is not the absence of difficulty but the presence of a deep and settled stillness in the midst of whatever the circumstances are. Joy that rises up from a place deeper than circumstances, not dependent on outcomes being favorable, but rooted in the unchanging reality of who you are and who I am, and the relationship that binds us. Purpose that gives meaning to every season, even the ones that do not look like progress, even the ones that feel like going backward, even the fallow seasons when nothing visible is growing and you are wondering whether the ground has gone permanently hard. Wisdom that guides you through choices that human understanding cannot navigate alone. The kind of knowing that comes from beyond the range of your own experience or your own analysis. Comfort that reaches the places nothing else can reach. Not the comfort of distraction, which papers over the wound without addressing it. The comfort that goes down to the actual location of the hurt and sits with you there, that does not require you to be over it before it will stay, that is not made uncomfortable by your continued struggle. Healing. Not just of the body, though that too is in my domain, and I care about what happens to your physical self. The healing of the places in your soul where the old wounds have lived so long they feel like permanent residents, like features of your interior landscape, rather than injuries that could be different. Your chains are broken, your strongholds are destroyed, your prison doors are open. You are walking in liberty that will never end, experiencing love that will never fail, and carrying power that will never diminish. Celebrate your freedom, embrace your calling, and let my love flow through you to reach every person who needs to know that no chain is too strong for my love to break. The best is yet to come. The greatest victories are still ahead, and the most beautiful chapters of your story are yet to be written. Now let me speak to you about the eternal dimensions of the freedom you are receiving. What is happening in your life right now is not just a temporary improvement or a momentary relief from struggle. This is an eternal transformation that has implications beyond your earthly existence. The chains that are breaking in your life are being destroyed not just for time but for eternity. The freedom you are experiencing will follow you into the next life and beyond. When you understand that your liberation has eternal significance, it changes how you view your current struggles and victories. You realize that the battles you are fighting are not just about your personal comfort or earthly success. They are about your eternal destiny and the destiny of everyone whose life you will touch. The freedom you gain becomes a weapon against the forces of darkness, a light in the spiritual realm, and a declaration of God's victory over the enemy. Your testimony of freedom will echo through eternity. The people you influence toward liberation will influence others, who will influence others, creating an endless chain reaction of freedom that extends far beyond your ability to see or comprehend. The chains you break today will prevent countless others from being bound in the future. The freedom you demonstrate will inspire generations of believers to walk in the liberty that Christ has provided. I love you, my dear child. Hold on tight to me. Truly give me those doubts and complaints. Do not struggle anymore with your own strength. Give me the opportunity to bless you and show you this wonderful love I feel for you. Tell me you believe me. The principle of forgiveness is absolutely essential for maintaining your spiritual health and freedom. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It damages you far more than it damages the one you refuse to forgive. When you harbor unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment in your heart, you give the enemy a foothold in your life that he will exploit to bring destruction, division, and defeat. Forgiveness is not optional for believers. I have commanded you to forgive others as I have forgiven you. If you do not forgive others their sins against you, neither will your Father in heaven forgive your sins. This is a sobering truth that many try to minimize or explain away. But the principle stands. Forgiveness is required. not suggested. Forgiveness does not mean what was done to you was acceptable. It does not minimize the wrong, excuse the behavior, or pretend the offense did not happen. Forgiveness means you release the person from the debt they owe you and entrust them to me for judgment and correction. It means you choose to let go of your right to revenge, your demand for justice, your insistence that they pay for what they did. It means you stop rehearsing the offense in your mind. Stop telling everyone what they did to you. Stop allowing the past to poison your present. Forgiveness is a decision, not a feeling. You may not feel like forgiving. Your emotions may scream for revenge. Your sense of justice may demand that the person suffer as you suffered. But you must choose to forgive anyway. You will know what to do before you can explain why. This is not confusion. This is divine foresight. It is how I prepare you for acceleration. You will also begin to feel a fresh wave of boldness. The hesitation that once held you back will fade, replaced by certainty that you were chosen for this. You will move with quiet authority, not arrogance, but assurance. You will no longer ask, "Am I ready?" Because readiness will rise from within you. When I send you opportunities, do not shrink. Do not wait for someone else's approval. You already carry mine. I am positioning you in places where your light will make impact. You will speak and not even realize how deeply your words affect those around you. You will show up in moments and not realize that your presence is the answer to someone's prayer. You will carry transformation naturally because you have learned to walk in presence, not pressure. This is influenced by essence leadership that flows from peace, not performance. You will notice that I begin to highlight new areas in your life, areas that once seemed ordinary but now feel significant. That's because purpose hides in the mundane. How you handle small things reveals how ready you are for greater ones. Excellence will become your standard, not to impress others, but to honor me. You will find joy in discipline, passion in consistency, and power in persistence. You are stepping into mastery. Mastery over self, over time, over thought. In this next phase, you will see evidence of divine acceleration. Projects that once took months will progress in weeks.
There are times when you have felt overlooked, unseen as the world around you rushes by or dismisses your voice. In these seasons, let my gaze anchor you. I see you, holy and without pretense. You are not invisible to me. Your struggles and victories alike are held close. Even the tears you hide in solitude are precious and remembered. When no one else seems to understand, my understanding is deeper still. Bring every part of yourself, uncertainty, hope, regret to me. I do not recoil from your complexity. I rejoice in it, for I formed you with intention. You may fear disappointment, afraid you cannot become who you believe you should be, or that your weaknesses will ultimately define you. Do not measure yourself by worldly standards or fleeting successes. My vision for you is not limited to perfectionism or unblemished record. I desire relationship, heart speaking to heart. You grow not by striving alone, but by abiding with me, receiving my love, letting it transform you from the inside out. Even now I am drawing you into deeper wholeness, teaching you grace, pouring out strength when you are empty. Trust that I am leading you, even when the way is not clear to you. Trust, though, is not something you conjure by force or sheer will. It unfurls as you experience my ongoing faithfulness. Remember the times I have carried you, perhaps unnoticed in the moment, but undeniable in hindsight. The unexpected comfort, the gentle wisdom, the hope that returned after all seemed lost. Take courage in these recollections and let them shape your expectations. My promises endure beyond shifting circumstances. My commitment does not sway with the seasons. At times you may feel discouraged by the brokenness in your own heart or in the world around you.
I want you to approach every blessing I give you with wisdom, asking yourself how this resource can be used not just for immediate gratification, but for long-term impact. How can this money be invested rather than just spent? How can this opportunity be leveraged to create more opportunities? How can this gift be multiplied to bless others? When you prove faithful with what I give you, when you demonstrate that you can be trusted to steward resources wisely, I will entrust you with more. This is a spiritual law that never fails. Faithfulness in small things leads to responsibility for greater things. But faithfulness is not just about managing money. It is about managing time, energy, relationships, influence, opportunities, gifts, talents, and every other resource I place in your hands. How you handle what you have determines what I can trust you with in the future. So be intentional, be deliberate, be wise, be generous, be faithful. Not to earn my love or prove your worth, but to position yourself to receive the greater things I want to give you, and to become the blessing I created you to be. I am going to reveal many things to you. I want you to be a witness to marvelous miracles, to be diligent with your health and in all family matters. Do not leave anything for later. I give you the strength and intelligence to solve several situations right now. I do not want you to be desperate at the last minute, for something to go wrong because you did not listen to me, and for you to collapse frustrated. Come on, get up and do it. Dare to do it. Your heart is brave. From here I do not see cowardice in you. Whatever you feel, do the good things you have to do, and do not be afraid. Procrastination is a thief that robs you of the life you are meant to live. How many opportunities have been lost because someone waited for the perfect moment that never came? How many relationships have been damaged because someone kept putting off the difficult conversation that needed to happen? How many blessings have been missed because someone delayed obedience? I am giving you generosity to release it. I am giving you understanding of kingdom principles of finance, so that you will not just receive a one-time blessing that you quickly spend and end up back where you started, but you will step into a lifestyle of abundance, a pattern of overflow, a reality of more than enough, where your needs are met, your wants are provided, your desires are fulfilled, and you have access to be a blessing to others. Fourth, your health is about to improve. That sickness that has been plaguing you is about to leave. That pain that has been constant is about to cease. That condition that has been lingering is about to be healed. I am touching your body right now. I am releasing healing power into every cell, every organ, every system. What doctors said was incurable, I am curing. What medicine could not fix, I am repairing. What surgery could not correct, I am restoring. Because I am the Lord who heals you. I am the great physician. There is no sickness that is beyond my ability to heal. There is no disease that is outside my authority to cure. There is no condition that is too advanced for me to reverse. So receive your healing right now. Not hoping it will happen someday, not wishing it might occur eventually. Receive it now, by faith. Believe that as you are reading these words, healing power is flowing into your body. Feel it, sense it, embrace it, and then start acting like you are healed. Start moving like someone whose body functions properly. Start speaking like someone who is whole. Start living like someone who has been touched by the power of God. Fifth, your purpose is about to be activated. The gifts that have been dormant are about to be awakened. The talents that have been unused are about to be employed. The calling that has been unclear is about to be revealed. The assignment that has been hidden is about to be exposed. I am bringing clarity to your purpose. I am giving definition to your calling. I am providing direction to your path. You are about to discover why you were born. You are about to understand what you were created to do. You are about to see how all the pieces of your life fit together. The experiences you went through that seemed random were actually preparation. The skills you developed that seemed unrelated are actually tools.
I call you mine before you accomplish or impress. In seasons of rapid growth and in long stretches of hiddenness, your value remains unshaken. My affirmation is not withdrawn in your moments of fear, nor is my delight diminished by your struggles. The world's measures and timelines do not define your worth. My love secures your future beyond what you can now imagine. Keep your spirit open to my gentle whispers amid your daily routines. Sometimes I speak through a quiet urge to show compassion, a surprising insight while preparing a meal, or a sudden softness for someone you find difficult to love. As you choose to respond with humility and trust, my presence becomes increasingly tangible. Frame your day with small acts of intention, pausing to notice beauty, offering a simple prayer of gratitude, choosing patience when you are tempted by impatience. In these small responses, you participate in the work I am doing all around you and within you. I know how weariness can settle into your chest, how the slow ache of waiting sometimes seeps into each morning. You may glance at what others have accomplished, seeing them stride forward while you still linger on the threshold. This feeling is not hidden from me. I see each time your heart aches for what feels delayed or withheld. When the day starts, and you wonder if my promises are still alive for you, know that I have not turned my face away. Every longing, even the ones you whisper when no one is listening, has found its way into my hands. The world pressures you to hurry, to measure success by how much ground you've covered or how brightly your efforts shine. Yet not every field blooms at the same hour. My wisdom navigates you through seasons that seem uneventful on the surface, so deeper roots can be formed. You are not missing out, dear one. You are being carefully prepared. Some of the most important growth happens when no one, not even you, perceives it. Hold on to this.
You do not have to fix all your flaws before you can accept yourself. Right now, exactly as you are, with all your mess and all your struggles and all your imperfections, you are deeply loved by me. And when you really believe that, when you let that truth settle deep into your soul, you can stop fighting yourself and start resting in my acceptance. Let me tell you something else about rest that is absolutely crucial. There is a rest that comes from being fully present in each moment instead of constantly living in the past or the future. So much of your anxiety comes from your mind being anywhere but right now. You are replaying yesterday's conversations and cringing at what you said or did. You are reliving past hurts and failures. You are reviewing old regrets. Or you are jumping forward to tomorrow or next week or next year and imagining all the things that could go wrong and trying to plan for every possible contingency. And all of that mental time travel is exhausting you and stealing the gift of this present moment. The truth is, you cannot change the past. It is done. You can learn from it. You can make amends where needed. You can receive my forgiveness for your mistakes and my healing for your wounds. But you cannot go back and do it differently. And spending mental and emotional energy wishing you could is wasted energy that robs you of peace. The future has not happened yet. You cannot control it no matter how much you worry about it or try to plan for it. You can take wise steps today to prepare for tomorrow. You can steward your resources and relationships and opportunities well, but you cannot guarantee outcomes, and you cannot prevent every possible difficulty. This is why the enemy works so hard to keep you distracted in the morning, to keep you rushed, to keep you too busy to spend time with me. Because he knows that if you start your day suited up in spiritual armor, his ability to harm you is dramatically reduced. So make it non-negotiable. Make it part of your daily routine. Before you check your phone, before you scroll through social media, before you dive into the demands of the day, take 5 minutes to put on your armor, speak it out loud, declare that you are covered. Thank me for my protection. Ask me to guard you, guide you, and keep you from evil. And watch how differently your days go when you start them this way. You will notice that things that used to throw you off do not affect you the same way anymore. Attacks that used to devastate you barely make a dent. And you will walk through your day with a confidence and peace that can only come from knowing you are fully protected by the living God. Now let me address something that I know has been troubling you. You have been wondering why some of your prayers seem to be answered quickly, while others seem to be taking forever. You have been questioning whether I am really hearing you, whether I really care, whether I am really going to come through. And I want to set the record straight once and for all. I hear every single prayer you pray. Not one of them falls on deaf ears. Not one of them goes unnoticed. Not one of them is ignored or dismissed. Every prayer you lift up reaches my throne. Every request you make is considered. Every cry of your heart is heard and felt by me. But I do not answer all prayers in the same way or on the same timeline. And there are reasons for that. Sometimes I answer immediately because the timing is right and you are ready to receive. Sometimes I delay the answer because you are not yet prepared for what you are asking for. Sometimes I say no because what you are requesting would actually harm you, even though you cannot see it, Sometimes I say wait, because there are pieces that still need to be put in place before I can release what you are asking for. And sometimes I say yes, but in a different way than you expected, because I see a better path than the one you were requesting. I was preparing you. I was not ignoring you. I was developing you. I was not denying your request. I was perfecting my answer. So keep praying, my child. Your persistent prayers are powerful and effective. They move my heart. They activate my power. They release my blessings. They defeat the enemy. They shift atmospheres. They open doors. They break chains. They heal bodies. They restore relationships. They transform situations. They advance my kingdom, and they bring glory to my name. In every beat of your heart I am present, whispering words of consolation and hope. Allow me to fill your spirit with a peace that surpasses all understanding, guiding you with a light that never goes out. My presence is a safe refuge, a place where you can rest and find new strength to move forward. No matter how difficult your days may seem, my word strengthens you in every situation you face in your life. My promises shine, illuminating your paths. Open your Bible. Allow all darkness to dissipate, and when you feel weakest, remember that it is in those moments when I show you my love and I strengthen you in a holy affection that will never end. I will never tire of talking to you about this divine love. I know that you need to hear me. You need the company of someone who understands you, and who better than me, your God, your Father, your best friend. I hope that is so, and that you trust me in every corner of your destiny, and that you learn not to hide anything from me. Do not fill yourself with secrets that burden you with guilt, and accept my friendship that gives you happiness and infinite encouragement. Your faith is attacked by false friends. People speak hurtful words to you, and the lies you sometimes hear try to entangle your soul. But you are no longer a weak person. I see the dread that comes with every doctor's appointment, the anxiety while you wait for test results, wondering if this will be the appointment when everything changes. I see the helplessness of watching someone you love suffer and being unable to take their pain into your own body to spare them. I see you trying to stay positive while secretly terrified that the worst-case scenario might become reality. I see you looking in the mirror and not recognizing your own body anymore, seeing the toll that illness or stress has taken. I see you grieving the loss of what was, the strength you used to have, the energy that used to carry you through your days, the freedom from pain or limitation that you took for granted until it was gone. I see you struggling to accept a new normal that you never asked for and never wanted. I see you fighting to maintain hope when medical reports seem to contradict everything you are praying for. I see you wrestling with questions about why I would allow this, whether you did something to cause this, whether I am punishing you, whether healing is really available, or if that was just for people in the Bible. I want you to know that I am the God who heals. That is not just something I did in the past. That is who I am. That is my nature. I am El Rov, the Lord who heals. My power has not diminished since the days when I walked the earth and healed everyone who came to me with faith. I still heal. I still restore. I still reverse processes that medical science says are irreversible. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you through my Spirit, and that power is bringing life to your mortal body right now. I am not limited by diagnoses or statistics or prognoses. I am not bound by what is medically possible. I created the human body. I know how every system works. I know how to fix what is broken, restore what is damaged, heal what is diseased. I am touching the places in the physical body that need my intervention right now. I am speaking to cells and organs and systems, commanding them to function the way I designed them to function. I am reversing disease processes that have been attacking your body. I am accelerating healing that has been slow or stalled. I am restoring strength that has been depleted. I am removing pain that has been constant. I am repairing damage that looked permanent. I am doing all of this right now, in this moment, as you receive these words. This cost me everything. This required the highest price. This demanded the ultimate sacrifice. This necessitated the greatest gift. I gave my life so you could have yours. I surrendered my freedom so you could gain yours. I endured punishment so you could escape yours. I bore shame so you could be released from yours. I carried guilt so you could be freed from yours. I experienced rejection so you could know acceptance. I suffered abandonment so you could have my constant presence. I went through hell so you could enter heaven. Never forget what this freedom cost. Never forget what this forgiveness required. Never forget what this cleansing demanded. Never forget what this deliverance necessitated. Never forget the price that was paid for your case to be closed. Never forget the sacrifice that was made for your curse to be broken. Never forget the blood that was shed for your chains to be shattered. Never forget the life that was given for your prison door to open. Never forget the love that motivated all of it. Because when you remember the cost, you will value the gift. When you remember the sacrifice, you will appreciate the freedom. When you remember the price, you will cherish the blessing. When you remember the pain, you will treasure the healing. When you remember the death, you will celebrate the resurrection. And you are experiencing a resurrection right now. Parts of you that died long ago are coming back to life. Areas of your heart that went numb from the pain are starting to feel again. Regions of your mind that shut down from the trauma are beginning to function again. Sections of your spirit that closed off from the disappointment are starting to open again. Chambers of your soul that locked up from the betrayal are beginning to unlock again. Dreams that died are being resurrected. Hopes that faded are being restored. I want you to walk in blessing that impacts every area of your life. I want you to experience victory over every obstacle that has tried to keep you down. And when you step into that reality, when you receive the breakthrough I have been preparing for you, when you walk in the blessing I have been positioning you for, it brings me tremendous joy. It pleases my heart. It delights me to see my children flourishing and thriving and experiencing the goodness I have for them. So your celebration is not just about you feeling good. Your celebration is an act of worship that touches my heart. Your joy is an expression of trust that honors me. Your happiness is evidence that you believe in my goodness and my faithfulness and my love for you. Your victory is my victory. I am not separate from what you are going through. I am not disconnected from your battles. I am fighting with you and for you. I am working behind the scenes to ensure that you overcome. I am moving pieces into place that will result in your triumph. And when you win, I win. When you conquer, I celebrate your conquest. When you overcome, I rejoice in your overcoming. Because your victories are demonstrations of my power. Your triumphs are evidence of my faithfulness. Your breakthroughs are manifestations of my love. Think about what it means that the God of the universe is celebrating your victories. Think about what it means that the Creator of all things is taking pleasure in your success. Think about what it means that the King of Kings and Lord of Lords is rejoicing over what is happening in your life. This should fundamentally change how you see yourself. This should transform how you understand your value and your worth and your significance. You are not insignificant. You are not unimportant. You are not just one more person in a sea of billions of people who God barely notices. You are precious to me. No chance to reject it out of feeling unworthy. It will just happen. And you will be standing there with your mouth open wondering what just happened. And you will know beyond any shadow of doubt that it was me. There will be no question, no debate, no wondering if it was coincidence. You will know. It will be unmistakable, undeniable, obviously me. I want you to start preparing your heart to receive, not by working harder, not by praying more, not by fasting longer, not by serving more, not by trying to earn it, but by opening yourself up to believe that it is possible, by releasing the cynicism that is built up from past disappointments, by letting go of the bitter root that says you will always be overlooked, by dismantling the belief system that says good things happen to other people but not to you. Those lies have to go. They will block the flow of blessing. They will sabotage the miracle before it even arrives. I need you to partner with me in creating space for what is coming. I need you to make room in your heart, make room in your mind, make room in your expectations, make room in your life. Stop rehearsing worst-case scenarios. Stop imagining all the ways it could fall apart. Stop preparing yourself for disappointment. That is not faith. That is not wisdom. That is not protecting yourself. That is fear. And fear is the opposite of faith. Faith says, I believe you will do what you said. Faith says, I trust you even when I cannot see the path. Faith says, I know you are good even when circumstances are bad. Faith says, I am expecting breakthrough because you are a God of breakthrough. Faith says, I am anticipating miracles because you are a God of miracles. Faith says, I am looking for your movement because you are always moving on behalf of your children. I want you to start thanking me in advance. Before you see it, before it manifests, before the evidence appears. Thank me for the miracle that is on the way. Thank me for the provision that is coming. Thank me for the healing that is en route. Thank me for the breakthrough that is approaching. Thank me for the door that is about to open. Thank me for the relationship that is about to be restored. Thank me for the opportunity that is about to present itself. Thank me for the favor that is about to be released. This is not presumption. This is faith. And faith is what moves my hand. Faith is what activates my power. Faith is what releases my intervention. When you thank me before you see it, you are declaring that you believe my word more than you believe your circumstances. You are announcing that you trust my promises more than you trust your feelings. You are proclaiming that you have confidence in my character even when you do not understand my methods. This kind of faith gets my attention. This kind of faith releases my power. This kind of faith activates my intervention. I am looking for people who will believe me at my word, who will take me at face value, who will stand on my promises even when everything around them contradicts what I said, who will worship before the victory. You will not be able to move at the same pace you once did. I am increasing your capacity. You will need to protect your peace like a crown, because peace is the atmosphere where creativity thrives. Guard your inner world as carefully as you guard your purpose. I am also releasing a fresh wave of clarity. You will see what is truly yours and what no longer serves your growth. People, habits, and distractions that once felt necessary will begin to fall away naturally. Do not resist the pruning. It is protection. The things I remove make room for what I am about to place. When you release the old, you create space for miracles. You will notice that your thoughts begin to shift. You will think with vision, not fear.